so in love with you.
Welcome back to Real Estate Mindset. Today's video is gonna be absolutely bonkers. Now, the data is in, and unaffordability is sweeping through the housing market and forcing millions of potential home buyers to the sidelines. Unaffordability has been the primary factor at taking us out of the very toxic seller's market back into a very friendly buyer's market, but not yet. So, the question is when will rates go back down and when will homes become more affordable? And remember, you guys, median sales price lags behind interest rates, sometimes by a few months. So be patient. Regardless, we're going to dig into a Zillow article followed by Black Knight's unaffordability chart and a months of supply inventory chart from Redfin. But remember, I'm not your financial advisor, even if I want to be, even though my bio is as a renter, husband, father, hide and go seek champion, someone that does like video games, but I can't play them. I hate renting. I am renting. I hate it. And I just want to win and buy a primary residence. So please, you guys, like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and don't leave your boy hanging. Comment below, but let's get started right now. All right, so the name of the Zillow article is called Spooky Season is Here to Stay. Mortgage affordability may never recover. Mortgage affordability has worsened nationwide, contributing to the slowdown in prices and sales. Buying a home is much less affordable now than it was earlier this year, and it has been in the last 15 years preceding the pandemic. It's unlikely that affordability will meaningfully improve and or return to pre-pandemic norms anytime soon. And you guys, that's a really good thing because we never want to get in this situation again, because unfortunately there's going to be a lot of people that are burned as a result. And unfortunately, that's what needs to happen for us to be winners. I hate that part of this, but you guys, again, I'm on the sidelines renting right now. I can purchase, I can afford a house right now. I'm choosing not to because I want to see lower prices. So again, I'm telling you, stay ahead of unaffordability, right? Continue to get out of debt, continue to work as much as you can and save your cash. Let's get back into the article. Mortgage affordability is worsening in the face of rising rates. The purchase of the nation's typical home comes with a mortgage payment that is 55% higher than it would have been in the beginning of this year. 55% is a lot. So again, that's why I'm saying, you guys, the prices lag behind the rates. So don't jump into the market and buy a house right now. Let the prices catch up to the rates. Put differently, nationally, the median household could now expect to spend 30.2% of their income on principal and interest payments alone. It's actually more than that. I'll get to a chart at the end that shows that. Not including taxes and insurance, which are something that you have to pay. So why would they exclude that? But whatever. When buying the nation's typical home, this pushes the median household income into the realm we consider housing burdened, which occurs once households spend more than 30% of their income on housing, leaving less money left over for other obligations and making qualifying for a mortgage on the basis of their debt-to-income ratio more challenging. The historical average share of income households spend on their mortgage payments is only 22.8%. So we're off the rockers right now. 7.4% lower than it is now, leaving today's buyers in a tough spot. Sellers are not immune to these affordability challenges either. The housing market strongly favored sellers over the past 2 years, but now as the market is rebalancing, many would-be sellers are hitting reset on their position within the market. Over 2/3 of home sellers, 71%, turn around to become home buyers. So you guys, the less people selling, the less inventory needed. 71% of people buy another house. Put that in perspective. Meaning the challenge of an expensive mortgage is on the minds of this group as well. Not to mention the fact that over 90% of current mortgages have less than a 6% interest rate, and nearly 2/3 have less than a 4% rate, causing many homeowners to feel locked into their existing mortgages. Even for a household that is downsizing to a lower priced home, one that has still appreciated a lot over the past 3 years, a new mortgage payment would likely be much higher than their existing payment. This phenomenon of homeowners feeling locked in to their lower mortgage rates is leading to a pullback in new listings hitting the market. And so we see a chart here, guys, and this is comparing 2019 to 2020. Now, 2019 are the vertical lines in gray. 2020 is, it looks like purple here. So you can see, even though we don't have as much inventory coming to the market, that's okay because sales are down over 30%. So, again, the inventory coming to the market in 2019 did not exceed 2022 that much. And in fact, in June, as you can see here, 2022 inventory actually exceeded 2019. So in other words, you guys, the interest rates going up and the unaffordability is working because, as you know, we need a reset. Let's read the bottom of this now. Fewer homes hitting the market is contributing to a slowdown to home sales. 2022 is expected to see 15.7% fewer sales than 2021, which was a very strong sales year. Fewer new listings, both from existing homeowners staying put and new construction output declining. Also will keep more upward pressure on prices, even as demand is falling, so that the chance for a rapid drop in home values remains unlikely. And that, you guys, is according to Zillow, who has been wrong this entire time. So listen to that with a grain of salt. Let's finish it out. Zillow's home value forecast predicts a flattening of home values over the next year, not a significant drop. A panel of experts in a recent Zillow survey indicated that a majority expect to return to a typical appreciation rate somewhere between 2 and 5% range starting in 2024. So while the days of 20% home value appreciation are behind us, significant depreciation does not appear to be in front of us. So my question is who are these experts that they surveys? Because I know it's not Moody Analytics, right? I know it's not these economists that are actually seeing what's about to happen. I know it's not people that are pricing in a recession. So who are these experts? And the other thing, we really believe what Zillow is saying, you guys. The fact that they keep staying overly optimistic is shocking to me. We need to side with caution. Why? It's the biggest financial transaction of our lives. When I had a foreclosure, it took 9 years for me to get back into the buying seat. So for all this fear of missing out, people, I got to buy a house, I got to buy a house. Calm down. I was on timeout for 9 years, okay? I'm just saying, put things in perspective. Let's hop back in. All right, guys, and I love this chart. This is essentially saying what house value needs to go down to for it to return back to affordability. So this is crazy. So I just want to look at Houston real quick because that's where I'm at. So it's saying that Houston has to go down 32% in value to get affordable again. Isn't that insane, guys? So a 32% home value decline for Houston to get back to normal. Leading the way, oh my gosh, leading the way is Dallas. Y'all, I'm going to hit like a trifecta in Texas. I'm telling you, I got Dallas, Austin, San Antonio. I got everything in Texas. But Dallas is number one, and it's saying the prices have to go down 38% in Dallas. And then we got Florida with Tampa and Miami at 36 and then 32%. Atlanta, here's Phoenix at 27, Seattle 25, Riverside at 25. The whole United States as an average needs to go down 24.7% for homes to be affordable again. So my question to you guys is, how much do you think home values are really going to go down? Do you think this is a science? Do you think the Fed is going to get it right? Or do you think they're going to overcorrect and home value is going to go down more than 27%? Put it in perspective. Comment below. Let me know what you think. But real quick, let me bring up the Mortgage Monitor payment to income ratio because Zillow said we're at 30%. The reality is, guys, as of August, this is super lagging. We're in October. We're at the end of October, about to go into November. So this is super lagging because Black Knight lags big time. But we're actually at 36.6% payment to income ratio, which has not been this high since the 1980s. Another thing real quick, and you guys have been seeing this in a lot of my videos because this is a really, really important data set. The months of supply available is exceeding 2020 levels. So we're close to 2019 levels as far as months of supply, which is a really important data set to look at, guys, if you want to understand what's going on in the housing market right now, because it takes into account demand, which is extremely important, especially when sales are down so much. When will interest rates come back down? I believe the Fed will pivot mid-2023. However, I do not believe rates should go lower than 5%. And I don't believe the Fed's pivot will immediately bring rates plummeting downward. The reality is interest rates should never have gone below 5%. And the other question, when will homes become affordable again? That, my friend, depends, number one, on you and your personal financial situation. Are you drowning in debt or are you debt free? Are you making plenty of money? Or can you barely afford to live? Are you living paycheck to paycheck? These are very important questions that you need to ask yourself. Now, as far as homes, I believe that home prices will bottom out around the end of 2023, possibly into 2024, before we enter the next stage of the housing market. And that, my friends, is going to be extremely interesting to see what happens to the housing market past 2024. Now, other than that, you guys, I really hope you guys got some insights, perspective, and value from today's video. And if you're out there investing in real estate, I do wish you luck, and I hope you win.